Tonight, WrestleMania, you are stepping into the ring with the Viper. If you think you have a chance, any chance at all, of winning the WWE Championship, you are making the biggest mistake of your life. Do you really want to go through with this?
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be subjecting yourself to a nightmare. You can't fight the future, and you can't beat Randy Orton. Kiss your career goodbye.
Vintage. What's good, Internet? My name is attackslug, and welcome to the final episode of Randy Orton, Path of Champions here in WWE All Stars. It's WrestleMania time, baby. And so I welcome you to a fine Tuesday here on the program. Obviously, Raw last night, things to discuss from that, but before that, I have some things that I forgot to discuss yesterday on the show concerning Money in the Bank. Number one, I love the fact that the crowd, during that Money in the Bank match, who thought that perhaps Bray had attacked Sammy, were chanting, "Yowie, wowie." That was amazing. And Randy Orton doing the Randy Orton pose. Doing the pose. And also, the controversy with Shane breaking a 3 count in a cage match with his foot on the bottom rope. Is there a rope break in a cage match? That conversation went throughout the internet, and honestly, I don't know the answer because it hasn't really been an issue before. So, I don't know, man. That was a weird one. Anyway, one thing in news here is that Ric Flair had successful heart surgery. Woo! But unfortunately, is not going to make his appearance at StarCast this weekend before Double or Nothing, and that whole thing. So, yeah, one has to wonder if WWE was like, "Hey, Rick, we'll pay for your heart surgery, just, don't go to StarCast." So, I wouldn't put it past them. Considering how they've been trying to sabotage StarCast, I would not put that past them in any capacity. But, that being said, best of luck to the Nature Boy, and here's hoping he does, get well and get back to doing what he does, which is styling and profiling. Woo! Nope, didn't get that done. Nope. Alright, anyway, Monday Night Raw. Last night. It's going to be a long episode fighting Randy Orton. Raw. Let's cover the important parts. The new title is the 24/7 title. So the rumors of having a Legends title, not true. And so we have our wild card, essentially, title for all of the wild card business that's been happening on Raw and SmackDown. And honestly, it seems like a title to have all the guys who are lower on the card fight over, and it's basically hardcore without being called hardcore. So it seems like it's the same rules, right? At any time, at any point, as long as you have a ref, you can have it defended, which is fine. Ugh. Randy Orton. So, I think a lot of folks did not like the look of that belt being green and just having the 24/7 on the front plate. But look, a lot of folks didn't like the look of the title that is currently on Raw, which is the Universal title. That fruit roll-up belt, people don't like it, right? So, honestly, the track record they've had lately with the new belts it's been rough, man. It's been rough. Like, honestly, of the last handful of belts they've introduced, I'd say the women's tag team titles look the best. But other than that, man, it's rough. It's real rough. Also, Randy Orton, speaking of real rough, Randy Orton here is just thoroughly, I'm hitting RB when it says to hit RB, and it's not working. And I'm going to get RKO'd out of nowhere here, and that's going to be the end of that chapter. I'm still alive, Randy. Well, not anymore. Not anymore. Nope. 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 Alright, let's do it again. Randy being the Viper. This might take a few tries, but I have a lot of things here to discuss from Raw. So, I'll get it eventually. Maybe. Hopefully. So, on your inaugural show, with this new title, we had legitimately 3 champions. So, your inaugural champion is always going to be Titus O'Neil. And then he lost it to Robert Roode. And then he lost it to R-Truth, who was like, "I'm going to SmackDown with the European title." And that was hilarious. Because R-Truth is hilarious. He's really good at what he does. And I like him a lot. Anyway, we had the Triple H moveset here, and I'm just not going well the game and his moveset, and Randy blocking everything and reversing everything I do. Like, seriously. Haha! Randy, take that, Randall. Anyway, so that was the big thing for the show, really, was that title. And we also have the third hour of Raw being presented differently. More gritty, more raw, if you will. Just having the lights down, having an older school wrestling style presentation actually might do wonders for that show. Like, I'm not going to guarantee it if everything is booked the same. Spinebuster from the Attack Slug. But hey, like, again, they have ideas. If they actually execute on those ideas, I would prefer that greatly. And Randy here, boom, with the neck breaker. So there was that. You had Brock out in the beginning with his boombox Money in the Bank, which was hilarious, because Brock, for as much as people give Brock crap, Brock kind of knows to pick and choose his moments to be amazing, and that was pretty amazing. So there was that. But you had Seth and Kofi out there with Brock, right? And obviously kind of teasing, well, who's he going to cash in on, and that whole thing. And obviously, end of the show, he teased the cash in and didn't do it. And Heyman said, oh, maybe next week we'll find out who Brock is going to, announce he's going to cash in on. And honestly, Brock's supposed to be a heel. He shouldn't be announcing cashing in on anybody because he's a heel. He should cash in when he, has the opportunity to cash in. Codebreaker. I think it was a codebreaker. So, like, if you're a face, you announce your cash in. If you're a heel, you use the opportunity when your opponent is weak to cash in. And I still think it's going to happen on that SmackDown on Fox. Now, obviously, next week, they could totally announce, hey, Brock's going to cash in at the show in Saudi against Seth, and that would not surprise me, but it's the most predictable thing you could do. And considering they just had, hey, Brock winning it was the most unpredictable thing that you could do, then why then immediately go with the very much predictable thing? And perhaps the Saudis want to have a Money in the Bank cash-in, that's why, and I certainly understand. If the money's there, the game, if they want to pay their millions, I get it, They want to have that, just throwing stacks of cash to make these things happen. I understand. I do. It's blood money, but I understand. Bonesaw is ready. I get it, right? But at the end of the day, I think you're going to have a better long-term thing if you actually have him cash in on that show on Fox. Would be a much better moment, perhaps, on a Roman Reigns. Oh, Randy knows. He scouted it. He knows the RKO, and he reversed it. Of course he did. Of course he did. Randy, of course you did. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Randy, have another neck breaker. Both. Now then. We had Cesaro on the show with a new theme song. So finally, because obviously not in the bar anymore, not using the bar's theme song, that's good. Honestly, I think that song could use some more tightening up. Like, it was okay, but it needed to have a little extra oomph there. And it would be truly fantastic. And Randy getting a taste of his own medicine here on the show. Is that enough? Probably not. Probably not to pin Randy with his own move. Nope. Only a 2 count, and now he's going to obviously teach me a lesson here, as he does, because he's the Viper. So we had a very short Firefly Funhouse on this episode of Raw, and obviously going into more of a dark direction, which I like. But again, you have to wonder where and when is this in-ring going to happen for the Firefly thing? Like, when is that going to be a thing? Because if Bray did not attack Sammy, and honestly, I'm still not sure, is Bray a face or a heel? Is he both? Like, that stuff is not super clear on what he's doing. Like, obviously, with the very dark and foreboding stuff, you would think heel, but you can still play it as a face. Like, that's still not impossible to do. If fans are into it and they want to cheer it, then why not? And honestly, you could do both. Like, you could have Bray in both his sweater in some matches and in the mask in the other matches, and have that be either face or heel, depending on the match you have with him. That could be an interesting dynamic for Bray Wyatt. Now, would the crowd play along? I don't know. Alright, vintage Randy Orton doing the punt. My poor face. My poor hat. You had Alexa Bliss last night in a match, but not in a match. And that was interesting, because obviously she was not cleared to be competing at Money in the Bank, so I wouldn't say she would be cleared the next night on Raw, and she was not in the match. She was just on the outside drinking coffee, and sure, okay. But it's weird to have her even announced for a match when she's actually not going to be in a match. The chop block from Randy Orton. The chop, and no, Viper, no! You missed that RKO! And then you just totally missed hitting me, which honestly, that's fine. That's altogether fine with your boy. Boom. Reverse DDT, baby. I wanted to taunt there. It didn't work. It didn't work. It did not do it. Oh. Come on, Randy. Come on, Randy. Don't you do it to me. Don't you do it to me, Randy. I don't appreciate. Stop reversing my moves. Now, as far as Rey Mysterio goes and his potential separated shoulder, that's going to be addressed on Raw next week as far as what's going to happen to the U.S. title. And obviously, Joe out there saying he was not pinned, he did not have his shoulders on the mat, which is true. And certainly there's an angle that you can play into here. Ah, here we go. Come on, Randy. No! And we're done. Knocked out. A better match, but I still lost. So we go for the third and hopefully final time. Now, one thing on Raw that I actually did like a lot is the fact that you had this backstage thing between Sami Zayn and Bobby Lashley. And Bobby Lashley not wanting anything to do with Sami Zayn. And that's important because, alright, number one, it acknowledges past history, right? When Lashley was a face and Sami was a heel, and that was an angle they ran last year, right? And the problem with WWE, a lot of the time, is that they have this thing where all faces and all heels are friends. And that shouldn't be the case. Like, it should be on a individual by individual basis. So the fact that Lashley still holding a grudge against Sami is a great thing. Because it proves you have longer term character storytelling, which is important. And they're not just automatically friends because they're both heels now. And that to me is, better writing. And I always want, no, turn around, you idiot! I couldn't turn around. Turn around. And that is just better character writing, and I love that in a wrestling show. So, kudos. Come on, just reverse something. Like, Randy getting all these reversals in, and I'm just, finally, clothesline. Get up, Randy. Get up, Randy. Spinning neck breaker. Anyway, also on the show we had Drew beating Miz, which of course he did. It seems like Shane says he's done with Miz. And now it seems like Shane is going to fight Roman Reigns in Saudi. And that might end up being why we're going to have that supposed match at Extreme Rules. Shane and Elias versus Roman in a handicap match, which was what was announced, announced by the Arena. Take that, Randy Orton. Take that. It's what you get. It's what you deserve. Haha! That's what you deserve, Randy Orton. Stop punching me in the face. Okay. Double underhook. Huge double underhook. Suplex City. Okay. Randy. Spine buster for days and days and days. Don't pop right up. I swear to God, don't pop right up. RKO. Not going to be enough. But we'll take one, and we'll keep on keeping it moving. Yeah, it's definitely not going to be enough. Anyhow, they gave the Revival a win over the Usos, and that feud continues, I suppose. And honestly, as long as they're having great tag team matches, like the stuff about getting them embarrassed is kind of whatever, because I want great tag team matches. That's just my own personal opinion on how I want a show to get produced, but, that's just me. Oh, just kick to the gut. To the gut, Randy. To the gut. Okay. Leave me alone. Oh, I missed, man. Inverted. Alright. Let's keep on keeping on here with Mr. Randy. Now, all that nonsense, all that, controversy with one Lars Sullivan and his current thing now is beating up the Lucha House Party. Like, no one else sees a problem with that? Really? This company, I swear, this freaking company. So, we need some AEW in the building, if nothing else, to make things at least a little bit competitive and make WWE hopefully treat people better. But honestly, like, look, there's all the things that are out now about what happened to Ashley back in the day. It's like, they're never going to change. They're going to keep on getting away with all this just dastardly, devious stuff, and not much is going to change. So, like, all you can really do is hope somebody else gets big enough to stop watching WWE and watch somebody else. And hope that they put on a better show and are better people. But, look, it's wrestling. It's a carny business. It's just a, dark, dark business. Anyway, let's put away Randy here if we can. If we can. Come on, Randy. Come on, Randy. I want to hit you with one more something, and then do a little something, something, and then end this. So, Spine Buster. Hopefully not popping right up. Hopefully not. There. Oh, Randy! Randy, how dare you? How dare you, Randy? I had it. It was mine. It was in the bag. I've done this well. I still have orange in my health bar left, Randy. That's insane to me. Don't you reverse this. I need this, Randy. I need this. I don't trust you at all. At all. Not in the least. Not in the least, Randy. I don't trust you. I'm gonna sneak it on you. Boom. Out of the ring, out of the ring, out of the ring, out of the ring. Back in the ring. Haha, Randy. Haha, Randy. Guess what? What the hell? Randy Orton. I cannot seem to hit an RKO for the life of me, and here we go again. Here we go again. Out of the ring. Haha, Randy. I don't think so. He's quick, man. He's quick. He's too quick for me. I'm holding Y and wanting to do a stronger puncher bunch, but it's not helping me at all. Okay, now then, Randy Orton, get up, and we're gonna have a spinning neck breaker, or not, or not. Get to punch him from the stupid Randy. I don't want to have a match at fourth time, Randy. I have more things to do today. Okay, spinning neck breaker, and then, hopefully the RK. Oh boy! And Randy Orton, you done at WrestleMania. Just sitting on him. Just sitting on him. Finally. Third time's the charm.
He's done it! We have a new WWE champion! Randy Orton looks stunned! We are bearing witness to the greatest superstar in WWE today. He's also the man with the biggest target on his back. Perhaps so, but tonight, it's time to celebrate!
Woo! Okay. One down, I guess, two to go on this show. Thanks for watching. I'm attackslug. More videos on this channel, 5 p.m. Check them out. See you then, and I'm out.